guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have all been well. So today I wanted to sit down and film a pretty, summery, glowy, bright, glamorous makeup look. And this is what happened. I'm really digging the hot pink, really juicy lips. And if you look really closely, there's a little bit of metallicness, and I know that's like super on trend right now. And then I also kind of upped the highlight game. So yeah, this is today's look. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, if you guys want to get this summery, glowy, bright makeup look, please keep on watching. Okay guys, to start off this tutorial, I am going in with my Maybelline Better Skin Foundation. You guys know this is my absolute favorite right now. I really haven't been using anything else since I've become like so in love with this foundation. And for once, I am blending out with a brush. This is a Marc Jacobs buffing brush. Basically, it was really expensive and I don't think it's worth it. I had to go back over with a beauty blender anyways to get a flawless finish. But for highlighter, today I'm going in with MAC Prolongwear Concealer, and this is in shade NW20. Sometimes if you use a more pinkier toned concealer, it'll have a more brightening effect, so that is exactly what I am doing. I just put it underneath my eyes, on my chin, underneath my nose, and in the middle of my forehead. I've been switching up and using the MAC Prolongwear Concealer like I used to. So far, so good. I swear that and the Urban Decay Concealer are just super comparable. They're both bomb. To set that concealer, I'm going in with the Dermablend Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I love this stuff, you guys. I think I'm going to talk about it in my July favorites, but it really does a great job at controlling your oil. The only thing is that it is white compared to the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder, which is more of a beige. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm going in with Maybelline Matte and Poreless Powder. And I'm just going to press that all into the surrounding like outer layers or the outer sides of my face, you get what I'm saying? Just to make sure that everything is set and locked and loaded. To start off this golden eye look, I am first going in with Makeup Geek Creme Brulee, which is a peachy light brown color, and I'm taking that on a fluffy blending brush. This one specifically is a sample, or like one of the brushes that came with a palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I am keeping that just in my crease area, and this brush is so fluffy. It just does a great job of blending out your transition shade. Because I wanted the eye a little more focused and narrow, I didn't want it so blown out, I went in with a MAC 217, and I am just putting it right in the crease and blending out. To darken up the crease even more, I am taking a more defined and narrow brush and concentrating specifically in the crease area with MAC Saddle. Saddle is just a medium brown and a medium warm brown, and I'm going up in there. You guys can see it's really nothing special. I'm just trying to focus it directly on the crease. So once you've blown out your transition shade, it's totally okay to have a part of your eye, the crease, with a bold color. Because you already have your transition shade there, it's not going to be too harsh, and you can just have that saturated, intense color. So don't be afraid to go back in with a dark color and really define things. You can always go in with a blending brush afterwards to blend it back out again. For the lid, I'm going in with Makeup Geek Grandstand, which is just an all-time favorite lid color. It's so creamy and easy to apply, you guys. It's super beautiful. These Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows are not messing around. They are just gorgeous, and the look is completed just like that. Super easy, really beautiful, and it's really like bold. To warm up and darken the crease even more, I'm going in with a pencil brush and Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. Now, she named this shade after her husband, which is totally cute, and it's one of my favorite shades Makeup Geek has. It's a really pure, rich, almost dark brown, and it just goes perfectly with Grandstand, you guys. This color combination is basically what I live for. But I'm just defining everything again with that pencil brush, and then you can just go through and blend it out when you're done. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to draw a wing liner. I am using NYC liquid liner, but to shape the liner, I actually went in with Kat Von D Trooper. So Kat Von D Trooper to get your wing down, and then NYC liquid liner to really intensify the black and to fill in the wing. You guys know I love me some MAC Nylon, so I'm going in to highlight my brows with that, and then I'm also going to use that on the inner corners of my eye. You guys, I use MAC Nylon for my eye, the brow bone, and the inner corner with almost every look. I just feel like it completes everything so perfectly and rounds out the whole look. To contour, I'm going in with the Kat Von D palette. You guys know I use this all the time. I love it. The routine is still the same, so we're kind of going to fast forward through this part. I use the gray ashy tone to create natural shadow, and then I use the middle, more bronze tone to go over all that and to warm up my complexion. For my blush, I am mixing the two left blush shades in the Jaclyn Hill and BECCA palette. One is a really pretty sparkly pink color and the other is more of like an apricot bronzy shade. So I just mix those together and pop those on my cheeks for a pretty flush. Back to the eyes, I'm going to take Makeup Geek Grandstand, that pretty foiled shadow that we put all over the lid, and I'm going to put it closest to Nylon on my lower lash line. Usually I only stick with matte and darker colors on my lower lash line, but just providing that nice touch of gold next to the shimmery ice of Nylon really brightens up your eye, and I feel like it's perfect for summer, and it's just so like young and youthful looking instead of the heavy dark matte lower lash line. For the rest of my lower lash line, we're going to keep it really simple, and I just went in with Cocoa Bear on that same pencil brush, and I just smudged a little bit in the outer lower corner of my lower lash line. Super easy eye look, you guys, and it's so bright and youthful and pretty. I just love it. I might start wearing sparkly shades on my lower lash line like all the time. But anyways, it was super fast, super easy, and now we're moving on. I am going to tightline my eyes with this Ardency In Modster Gel Pencil Liner. You guys, this is bomb. I've talked about it before. If you don't have it, you need it. It's the only black liner that actually truly stays in your waterline. So I'm just going to line the bottom and the top of my eyes. For my highlight, you guys know the drill. I'm going in with Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, and I'm putting that just right on the tops of my cheekbones. I mix them together, and then I will go ahead and highlight my nose and the top of my lip, and then a whole section above my eyebrow that I have never usually done before. You guys know my highlighting game takes quite a bit, so we are going to fast forward through this. You know how I do when I highlight. Okay, so I styled my hair, and we are going to move on to the most exciting part, and to me that is the lips. I'm taking Jeffree Star Masochist Velour Liquid Lipstick. Ooh, that was a fancy name. But it's this really pretty pinky red, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that to my lips, and then I'm going to top it with this House of Beauty. You guys will see in a second. It's like a House of Beauty lip tar, I believe that's what it's called. But it's this super pretty metallic hydrating lip gloss, really. It's very interesting and I really love it. I think the colors are absolutely outstanding and it's really moisturizing, but it comes in a jar and you need to use a brush. That's the only thing I don't like about it. If these came in tube form, they would be bomb.com. Okay, you guys, but that totally completes my metallic summer makeup look. Please let me know if you are digging this metallic trend. I really like it, but I really like shimmery things. I'm like, what, Chipmunk? Do they still shimmery things? I don't know. But that completes it, and I will see you next time. Bye.